back to the channel. Okay, we're jumping in. We've got some budgeting to do. So if you're watching me when I do live videos on budgeting, what I would appreciate you all to do is definitely get your pencil, your paper out, maybe take some notes, or open up your budget and let's budget together, right? I can't necessarily, sorry, y'all, I'm trying to get my notebook out. Always let y'all know when I'm going to go live to budget because I don't always know, right? But I knew I needed to do this because the longer I hold money out, the like I just need to get stuff. I need to get my stuff budgeted, right? So I'm going to be budgeting for some income that came in. I'm actually going to be checking my bank to see if anything else came in. So when you get those funds, if you go ahead and immediately, I just got out a little notepad because I need to make some notes before I put in my spreadsheet, but I do have my spreadsheet open. I've got my phone to check my bank to see if there are any additional things that came in. So what I'm going to be sharing tonight are one mom revenue. Hey, ma'am, how are you? Good to see you. One mom revenue. That is not what I'm trying to do. Okay. No, ma'am. Okay. Y'all let me know where you chiming in from. Hey, y'all. Okay. All right. Let's see what the Lord done. Oh, okay. Very good. So I had another deposit populate in. Hey, ma'am, how are you? That I didn't know was there. So that's good. Okay. So, oh, I made a mistake on one of my sheets. I got to fix it. I have to fix one thing because that does not go on here. That doesn't go there. Okay, very good. I just need to make sure that I fix my sheet because some of you are following. So I'm going to be budgeting for YouTube income tonight, my one mom income that I had come in, and I just had a little bit of child support come in, which I'm going to buy some groceries because last week I went to Charlotte for my grandmother's birthday and I used my grocery money for that because I had not planned on it. Just forgot, slipped my mind. So this little bit of child support that came in, I'm going to buy groceries and I'm going to get a little bit of gas. So that'll be the end of child support. I get paid next week. I do have an update on how we're going to make up for the sinking funds. So I have to sink funds for October, November, and December because of the restriction that happened. And so I think that I'm going to be able to make up for it with no problem. The Lord has really sent some opportunities my way. Hey, y'all, good to see you. Little lady, that's my favorite ever. So the Lord has sent some opportunities. One, I've already responded. Well, two of them I responded. I'm waiting on the back response. So I think that's going to be perfect. Okay. All right, y'all. Okay. So I got in some YouTube money. Now my YouTube is still down, but there is a green check, which means it is going up in the 28-day cycle. This is probably the lowest we have been in a very long time. But again, summer was here. People were outside. Spring, summer, people are just getting out. Typically, we do better in the winter months, the fall, winter months, because people are inside the house. True, I'm not doing a ton of videos pre-filmed. I'm doing a way more live because that just helps me. But I do have several videos that are filmed that I just have to do the voiceovers for, which will be coming out very shortly. But this helps to, excuse me. This helps me with time, right? That makes sense. It helps me with time. So let me jump in and share with you my budget sheet. Let me actually get one more budget sheet open because I don't have it open. And I thought I had all this ahead of time. So let me know where you're chiming in from. I see Renee and I saw little lady and Miss Sharon's in there. Y'all let me know where you're chiming in from so I can say hey. But again, what I was saying when I first started was what I like for people to do, if you are able, and yes, if you are able, whenever I'm budgeting, to either get your pen and pencil out to take some notes or open up your budget sheet so that you can kind of see how you can make some adjustments, because one of you lovelies went into my inbox to tell me that I had made a mathematical error. And so she helped me. She fixed me. So I was appreciative of that. Well, hey from Florida. Hey, y'all. Hey from Minnesota and California. All right. Hey, Sweeze. Hey from Indian Trail. Hey, Kim. Well, it's good to see everybody. I'm glad you all are here. Okay. So we're going to be budgeting again. Good to see everybody from Oklahoma. Yay. Okay. All right. I'm going to share with you my screen so that you can see. I'm going to have to keep switching back and forth. So let me go to one mom income first. This is what I get from my YouTube, right? So I put in a couple of things that could be one mom income. So that's my YouTube income that comes in. That's my Paper Sunday Ambassador Program. That's Conversations affiliate link. Any sponsorships that might come in. We haven't had any in the last 28-day cycle. Y'all forgive me. I have been up since 4 something this morning and I am winding down. You hear the tinkling? That is Gwen. Stop. Gwen is trying to dig. She is a Chiweenie, and they like to burrow down into their sleeping spaces. She typically sleeps in her crate, but she is making her a little place on the bed. And then, so this is where I got income, right? So my income for YouTube, again, was down. That's okay. I expected that because I can follow my analytics, as the time moves along. So I got $399.74. Last month, I got $600. So I'm $200.26 short than what I was last month. But again, remember, I made up for it because I got some additional brand money. What I get in my Facebook, I consider that brand because it's underneath my Shakima brand, not One Mom. So I do have a One Mom page that is now monetized. And so but it's very slow to gain any traction, but we're working over there. We doing all the things. So that's the money that came in. I do have some money in my Paper Sunday account, but sometimes they forget to pay me. So I have to go in and say, hey, can you guys release my funds? It's supposed to do an automatic release. It does not. And sometimes I go in there and there's a large amount of money because they just forgot and the program doesn't do it right. And then Conversation, I am bi-monthly with her. Excuse me. What that means is that I will get that money come November, right? So it'll be a part of November. So I don't have any income from Conversation. And that's if anybody used my link. I don't know if anybody has used my link. I never know until a payment shows up. I don't have a portal that I can go and look at that. I'm not interested in it. I mean, I trust her. We've worked together for a good long time now, and whatever needs to come over, she just sends it and it's perfect. Now, I do want to go down and do what I would normally do. Okay, so if I go to, I'm in week 3. Am I in week 4? I'm in week 4. So I'm going to go to my week 4 expenses because I am in week 4. Now, this One Mom sheet, I use it the same as the other sheet, but I don't have a lot of expenses. And these expenses actually won't come out until November. But this income came in October, so I need to account for it. Now, today is Tuesday, so I will do tithe and offering, which is going to be $40. And then I have another ministry that I sow into, and that's going to be $20. So out of all of that money, that's going to be $60 that goes to offerings, tithe and offering, which brings me back to now I have $339.74, which that money will go directly into my business account. So $339.74 will head into the business account, and then I will do an owner's draw And I will draw out, oh, I got to do my taxes, right? Go back. Got to do my taxes. Taxes is going to be $60. Got to make sure that you pay your taxes, especially for those of you who got to be down there for some reason. I don't know why that's not showing up. That's $60. And then let me see, my workspace. Nope, that wasn't. Canva comes out at the end of the month. Google Meet comes out at the end of the month, and Restream comes out at the end of the month. So those three things, $12.99, $9.99. So that's 13, 23, and then another. So $43 are for those things that I use. My Restream that I'm using now to film, my Google Meet for my members meetings that I have over there, and then Canva where I make like all of my posts and stuff that go out. Okay. So that's another $40, 42, 43, $44. So that's going to take down what's going to be into my other account, which my business account is going to get $279.74, which that's not enough to cover all the things that I would traditionally cover with that income. So I'm going to have to pull money out of my regular paycheck, which is perfectly fine. If we have income come in, that's great. If we don't, that's fine as well. I'm expecting some conversation income to come in because I think a few people have used my link. I've just posted another reel. So hopefully most people will use my link again. I do make a small commission from that. And so that's going to be perfectly fine. So I will do a transfer from my main bank into my business bank because for some reason, when I try to link my business bank to YouTube, it will not take it. It will not let me use that bank. I don't know if it's because it's an online bank or whatever the case might be, but it just won't. It could have been YouTube acting up that day, but it will not take it. So I'm going to try it again, but if not, I'm just going to transfer those funds over because I do have bills that come directly out of that particular account. And I want to make sure that the money is in there when those things hit. Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing that tab and then I'm going to go over and share. Let me see what this is. That's sinking funds. Okay. This is my regular budget sheet. So I'm going to share this one. Share my regular budget sheet because this is where, hey, y'all from Bennettsville? Nuh-uh. So Lisa, do you know Apostle Woodham? If you're from Bennettsville, everybody in Bennettsville knows Apostle Woodham. That's my dad. And Prophetess Woodham. And I'll be in Bennettsville very soon. I'm on my way. It won't be long. Okay, let me share this page. That is my one mom personal spending. Okay, that's the one. Okay, so this is where now I'm going to start adding in some additional income. So we got our YouTube income that goes on my business account. So over here, I'm adding in my for my Shakima Wilson brand. I have two accounts. I have my Shakima Wilson, I have one mom, and then I have my First Love Ministries. All of those are separate pages. So this one is the one that gets income, but I'm also going to not have income for a couple of cycles over here on this particular. Okay. So I got in, which I knew was coming in. This is actually income from September, right? So it's a 28-day cycle. And this is every platform is like a month behind. And so I got in, I got to make a calculation. Y'all, I seem like I don't know what I'm doing, but I know all the things except what I did with my pen. Very good. Okay. So I got two separate things. Yes, I would like to continue. And then I just want to make sure I give y'all the right number. Okay. So from that, I got 602.74. That was from Facebook because I think I got some stars. And then that was everything else. Stars was like $5. And then I got a small deposit into child support that came today. I just saw it now. And it was $64.40. So I'm going to add that. 64.40. That's going to give me 00. So that gives me 903, which that's not right. I'm still missing some money, but whatever. Okay. So that gave me 903 because that came in. Now, I've got to do, I'm in week, it's 22. Okay. This is the 4th week. All right. So now I always start with my tithe because it just is how my brain works. So I'm on Tuesday. So I got 602.74 and then 64. So that would be 646, 647. Okay. So my tithe is going to be 65. And then half of 65, I'm going to do 33. And then my taxes, because I do have to pay my taxes, are going to be 98. Okay. So I did 74 and I took out 65. Then I took out 33. And then I took out 98. So I got to do some math real quick to make sure that I know how much I'm still working with. So one of the things that I get frustrated with or that challenges me a tiny bit is when I have multiple streams of income coming in at one time and I'm trying to manage them all, because I don't just do one lump sum. I like to make sure that I'm allocating for each separate individual piece of money that came in. Okay, so that's going to give me 537.74. Subtract 33 is going to give me 504.74. And subtract 98, that's going to give me 406.74. That's how much I have for my sinking funds, right? 406.74 is how much I have to sink my funds. Now, with my $64 that came in, which was child support, I am going to do $7. So that's going to be 72. And then I'm going to do another $354. So that'll be 37. I had to add in those numbers. Now I don't have to do anything else. So I took 711. So 64 subtract 11. That's going to give me $53 for groceries. So I have $53 that I can spend on groceries. I'm just going to get cash out. I just prefer to spend cash, gas and groceries. I'm just going to put a little bit of gas and get some groceries. Now, I have to allocate those sinking funds. So let me go back and make sure that I'm putting down for my sinking funds, right? Got to go back to this week. Back to Tuesday. All right, let's see where I am. Household miscellaneous, I'm going to put $50 in that account. Mr. Jerome, I don't need anything from him. So my pest control yearly spray, recycling is 16, yearly spray is 12, and then pest control is 28. So that's what? 28 and 28 is 56. So I need to put 56 in this one. Then I have Amazon Prime is 13. Pureflix is 11. I I already gave Jackson his whole $100, so I don't have to give Jackson any more money. New camera is $20. Food, I said 53. Don't have to do any summer groceries, no entertaining or eating out. Not getting my nail. Oh, I am getting my hair done. So I have to have $100 for that. PO box is 17. Not doing clothing or shoes. Don't have to do my supplement. Vacation is 50. Don't have to save for Jackson. Gracie, I do have to put in $60 for Gracie and Gwen. Oil change is 20. Tires is 16. Registration, car insurance, that's 92. And that number is getting ready to change. Her sister's car match money, her money is done for the month. I don't have anything else to put in hers. So let's see what I'm looking like as far as my bottom line. Okay. So far, that would give us, with everything that has come in this month, $4,588.92. We have paid all of the things: my cell phone, Jackson's cell phone, household repair, sinking fund. Why did I go to household miscellaneous? Put it in the wrong category. So let me fix that. All right, I just fixed that $50 because it's in the wrong spot. Household miscellaneous. I don't need any miscellaneous things this month. So I am doing my sinking funds, but no miscellaneous. Okay, so that's right. Lawn care I took out in cash. My recycling, pest control, yearly spray. I do think I'm going to have to increase that yearly spray. Amazon, I put my $13 in, but I did have to do a Amazon purchase. It was like $98. I'm done with all the purchasing. I don't have any more Amazon things to buy. PureFlix is stocked. My Health Wage gym came out. We paid Netflix. My taxes are going to be $98. I did Jackson's sinking fund for his high school. The camera's $20. For groceries, we are, I need to put in that $53. I put it in, so I'm $259 total for groceries. $100 for summer groceries, and then $123.80. That was for some eating out. $160 for hair. I'm getting my hair colored this week. I have an event coming up, and I need to get my hair done. PO box is sunk at $17. I don't have my dentist bill was $129, but I actually paid that with my benefits card, so I'm not going to put that on my sheet. Vacation, I've saved $338, which that went into my vacation fund. Miscellaneous savings for Jackson is done. Gracie and Gwen, the reason that's so high, Gweenie had to have shots, and she had to have 2 vet visits. She's getting spayed next month, so I'm going to have to budget for that. And she has 1 more round of shots. Jackson's gym came out on the 21st. So that would have been last week, which would have been, what was the 21st? Was that a Saturday? It was a Saturday. So let me find the gym for Jackson. I'll see it. Let me know. Jackson's gym was another $21. Okay. So his gym is paid for the month. That's $42. Gas is $204.16. Okay, all of my sinking funds: oil change, tires, license registration, car insurance, sister's money's done. So far in tithe, $678. For my additional giving to faith is $349. And then blow money, I had $69, and then I saved $100 just towards savings, which puts me in the hole. It would seem $27.02. Now I had like $60 just as a buffer in my account to keep that there, so that I would make sure that I had that money just in case I missed anything. So I'm actually not in the hole. I'm probably a little bit over by like $40. 30 some bucks, because I kept $60 in there just in case I was having any issues. Because right now, whenever you see the parentheses, that means you're in the hole. And so I am not in the hole because I had a little bit of buffer money in my account. All right, now I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to chime back over here for a second to see Hey, y'all. Good to see everybody. If there are any questions on that. Couple of things that are going to be happening now. So that was my last income for the next 90 days from that one platform, that 60 whatever 602. I am ineligible to make any money on that platform until January. That is just their ruling. They said I broke a rule. I don't think I broke a rule, but I can't argue with their platform. It's their platform. In order for us to sync our funds, because I'm trying to rack my brain, I'm like, Lord, how am I going to have enough money to sync funds for November and December with Christmas coming, right? November's Friendsgiving, December's Christmas. How am I going to do it? So here's what I know to be true. Because my YouTube is moving upwards, that's going to take care, when I do an owner's draw, that's going to take care of things that I would normally take out of my paycheck to pay. So because that's going to take care of those things, I'm going to take what I would normally pay those couple of bills with, and I'm going to put that towards the sinking funds for November. October sinking funds are sunk. November sinking funds I've already planned for in the overage of my paycheck. For December, it's going to be the same. So what I need are my YouTube folks and some of you Facebook people to head over to YouTube and watch the videos, right? I have some people that just let the videos play. They don't even watch them. They just let them play. Just let them play, y'all, because I need to increase my YouTube income so that I'll have enough coming in to sync my December funds. Now, one of the things that is going to be very good, and I wrote all of this out, I was able to look in my employee portal and see that we already have our paycheck pending. So remember, I told you that in September they passed the budget because we were on last year's pay, and we didn't have our raise yet. Oh, could you not hear me before? I'm so sorry, lovely. I apologize that you couldn't hear me. I'm sorry. We didn't have our budget had not been approved, so they were paying us on last month's pay scale. So we just got it approved in September. So we're going to get back pay for August and for September. Now, our October payment is already going to be in this check. So when I checked today, I didn't see the back payment money. And I think my back payment is like $310 each month. So I should be getting back pay like $620 that I did not count on coming. So whatever that is minus taxes that they'll take out, I'm going to take that 600 and whatever is probably going to be $400 or $500. I'm going to take that money and throw it towards the December sinking funds because I did not count for that in my regular paycheck. I just don't account for it. In addition to that, we did get a sponsorship offer today. Hey everybody. We did get a sponsorship offer to do a product review, and I've reviewed with them before. And so I said, absolutely, we would be happy to do the review, and this will be sponsored. So of course there will be an exchange of finances for the sponsorship. Now, I don't just do sponsor videos. If it's not something I would buy or something I don't think my subscribers would be interested in, I don't take the job. But this one was a job. And then another company reached out with another sponsor offer that should help us get out of this where we're losing income here, or where we're not able to make income on this platform. That those two sponsors plus my back pay should be able enough to take care of what we would have gained over here. If $600 is what I'm looking at, right? If I say, okay, $600 is what I would have made in October, November, December. Now, I should have a little bit coming from them because I have some October money that was already there before they restricted. So there should be something that comes in. As long as you have $25, they're going to pay you out. So I do have some. Just for my bonuses, I think I made $32. So I'll get something, but not the $600. So I think I'm going to be able to make the $600. In addition to that, because God does exceedingly abundantly above all we could ask, think, hope for, dare to dream, and all that. So additionally over that, in October, I got my raise, my 25th step, this is my year 26 teaching. So we teach 1 year in the whole, and then you start working on your steps. So I'm on my 25th step, which gives me $310 more each month in my paycheck. But October is supplement month. So I get one half of my supplement in October. I also get a half of my supplement in April. So my supplement money, after they pull out taxes and all of that, that's what I use for Christmas money. That's why I don't have a Christmas sinking fund, because I know that money is coming. So I pull that money and I dump it into my Christmas fund. I have my children to take care of and my new son-in-law. So I have all of those individuals to do for. And then there's a couple people that I buy for. We do like a gift exchange at church with a couple of families. We've been doing it now for the past 10 years, I think, and we still do it every Christmas. So I'll get some of those individuals a gift. Other than that, I'm good. There's some overage there that I'm going to be able to take and put towards my baby step number 3, because that's my big push for 2024 is baby step number 3. In order for me to have 3 to 6 months worth of income, I have to save between $9,000 and $18,000. My goal in 24 is to save $9,000. So that's what I'm going to do with my envelopes, right? With my Conversation envelopes. I'm saving digitally in 24, so I will not have the cash, but I'll be marking off my circles as I save. I'm also doing the 52-week challenge again, because I want to take that money and use that as travel funds, right? I want to make sure that those 52 weeks that I'm saving, I can use. There's a couple conferences, pastors and leaders conferences that I want to go to next year. And I don't want to have to fund that out of my income. So I'm just going to save it up a little bit at a time. So I'm doing those 3 challenges, the $50, the $100, and the 52-week challenge. That's what I'm doing. My kids are committing. I think Shamika's doing the $50 challenge. Alana's doing the $20 challenge. I'm still waiting to hear from my son-in-law and my oldest son to see what they're doing. I'm doing 20 and 5 for Jackson because I already saved that for him. So that's going to go in his account. We're not changing anything for Jackson. So all of us are getting on the savings train next year, and you can do it as well. I saw Melissa. She said, I really need to learn how to budget. It starts with just sitting down and writing out all of your expenses, everything that you have to pay that's coming out of your paycheck, credit cards, car payments, student loans. I give my kid $150 a month. Whatever you have coming out, you sit down and you write those things out so that you're able to see, okay, this is what's going out. Hey, ma'am, I now need to see how much money I need to have to cover this. The one reason that I like the sheet is because at least I'm able to put in my budgeted amount to see what my bottom line is. Doesn't matter what my income is going to be. I need to see what the bottom line is so I know what I'm aspiring to income wise, right? Some of us are on fixed incomes. It's going to be the same every single month. I'm a salary employee. It doesn't change. And I went on a work trip at the beginning of the month, and I had to pay for some meals. So I'm going to get reimbursed for my meals. I think it was like $59. So that's going to go into my vacation fund. I already have it set aside to go into vacation because I'm going to have to eat when I have an event coming up in a few weeks. And so I need to make sure that I am, that I have food, right? I have everything else is squared away and paid for, but I need to make sure that I can eat while I'm there. My rental car is paid, my room is paid, my plane ticket is paid, but I want to be able to eat good when I'm there, right? So, okay, very good. So, writing down everything that you know is coming out, then you're able to see how much money you need to bring in. That's between you, husband, whoever has attachments to your financials, right? And it doesn't have to be done perfectly. But if you don't do it, hey, ma'am, if you don't do it, then you never know what's coming and going. And then here's when you have to be really, you have to say no to you, right? You can't always get what you want. And I know you work hard and I know it's your money, but when you owe people, right? When you have debt, when you owe debt, debt owns you. Somebody need to tweet that. I'm going to do a post. When you owe debt, debt owns you because it tells you where your money can go. At this stage of the game, Nobody tells me where my money is going. I tell Shakima where her money is going and where I need to allocate funds. If I say no more Amazon shopping, listen, I am here for it. There's no more Amazon shopping, because the Lord was very clear. He said, you need to get that 3 to 6 month fund done. You've been playing with it long enough. I hear you, Jesus. Okay, I don't even have to. God has spoken, right? Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate that, because I need to tweet that out. But when you owe people, you being led around like, okay, I got to pay this. I got to pay this. I don't owe a soul, not one single soul, with the exception of my home. And God is helping us to devise a plan that we're not going to have a 30-year mortgage. It's just not going to happen over here. My children are getting on the debt-free journey. You know what I'm saying? My children are on this journey as well. We're going to have legacy, but I'm not even at the point. I was thinking about it today. I'm not even at the point where I'm building wealth. I'm just still trying to work on baby step number 3. And y'all been watching baby step number 3 for years. Like, Shakima, are you ever going to get this baby step together? I give a lot of money away. When God tells me to give, I don't question nothing. I'll just be like, okay, where can let me see who I can give a what's your name to this week. Right. So, and I don't think he's going to have me to stop giving, but he is going to have me to focus my attentions in any extras that come in, because that was only 2 deals, sponsorship deals that came in. What I am praying for is more deals to come in that are paid deals. I do a lot of free things because I get products and I give them away if we can't use them around here, but that even saves me money. I have a video coming out very soon of a piece that we got that I really needed, and I would have had to pay like $100 or $200, but because the company sent me the product, which I love because I needed it, I didn't have to spend that $200. So again, He's blessing me. Sometimes it's through products, sometimes it's, through finances. My wardrobe is increasing. I just did a review with Shein, and so, that was unexpected. It wasn't something that I had expected. I got my Nadine West bag today. I always expect their stuff to come, but that's helping me to save on clothing. So now that my clothes are taken care of, I don't have to have a clothing budget, right? I'm good. So he makes a way out of no way. One of you lovelies, very lovely individuals, sent me some of the Profusion, the lip gloss I was looking for that I couldn't find. So I was I was like, oh my goodness. And a gift card, a $25 gift card, just as a way to say thank you for, and her card was very sweet. She was like, thank you so much for all you give, all you give out, and how you sow into our lives. I don't share that so people can send me stuff. That's never been the thing here. It's never been, oh, we so destitute, I need y'all to send me money. God's going to make a way for us. And if he touches somebody's heart to send something, praise the Lord. And if he doesn't touch you, he touching somebody else on our behalf. Don't worry, we straight. Do you really see? I just happened on this product once. I don't even know what else they have. I probably need to go look, right? Because I do like makeup and stuff at times. I don't do it all the time, but I do appreciate it every now and then. So that just helps me to be able to stay on top of things and not overspend my budget. God is very faithful. He's going to take care of us. He says, I've never seen the righteous forsaken nor his seed begging bread. And I have never been begging for nothing. Y'all have seen me. Big as I am, I ain't missed no meals. Okay. So it's not like we don't have a refrigerator full of food. We have a refrigerator full of food. Now, when I'm going to the grocery store tomorrow, it's just for things like butter and cheese and milk, those staples that get used up every single week. I'm not even buying meat and all those other items. It's just the weekly staple things that I have to have in the house for the kids. They're grown people they are kids, but they're grown. Okay. And so that's just how it is, right? But God is making a way and he's making provision for us. So I'm going to show you my last sheet. That is my sinking funds. I am going to sink these funds on this sheet so that you're able to see it in current time. Now, I've got to figure out something because I haven't figured it out just yet. Like where this says yearly pest spray, That $108 is not in this account. I've already spent that money because they came and did the spray. So I have to figure out how to do my subtractions in here so that I can take that money out while I'm adding in an extra amount of money, right? So Amazon Prime, that's still running. Recycling is still running. The yearly pest spray, let me see. How would I make that go away? I must say subtract. Let me see if I got it right. Oh, bam, go Shakima. Okay. See, I added money, then I subtracted money, right? So I added, then I subtracted. Okay, because I want to make sure that this number in the end column is right, right? Okay, so for my vacation, I'm going to do sinking funds. Okay, car maintenance. Let me check because I don't think that money is right either. But I know how to check it. Now I have money in several different accounts because I have my sinking funds in different places and I have my regular pay. Okay. Very good. Okay. Oh, I got some money in that account. No clue how I got there, but it's in there. Let me go back up here. I'm going to take that out because this money is actually going to be spent for my vacation. So I need to subtract the 573.48. Okay. That money is in my other account, and as soon as I pay for my bill, my hotel, and my rental car, I'm transferring that money into the account so I can pay that credit card off. Okay, that's right. Car maintenance. Okay, I had to have some car work done. So I need to subtract 120. Bam. Oh, yes, Shakima. Okay, I paid my car insurance, but I can't remember how much it was. Frick and frack. Okay, I know how to find that too. That's why you got to keep your little that's why you got to keep your little cell phone, because you can find the nope, wrong account. You can find the things. You can find. I paid my car insurance for 6 months. When did I pay that? November? No, October. I paid that October. Maybe I paid it in September because I wanted it to be out. I'm going to just go back to the beginning of October, maybe. So I keep a track of everything in my account that comes in and goes out. There's my mortgage. That wasn't the mortgage. It had to be paid before the 1st. So transfer of the funds. Withdrawing. That is not it. That is not it either. Okay. And then one thing I have to do is stop buying stuff at the vending machine at work, because the vending machine is not your friend. Was it 520? I don't think so. No, that wasn't it. It hit my bank at some point. Come on, Lord Jesus, help me find what I'm looking for. You got to call on the Lord because he will help you in your time of need. Oh, I paid it out of the other account. That's why I can't find it. Lord bless it. Insurance. What did I pay? Okay, let me see. $600. So I need to subtract 600. Okay. Tracy and Gwenie, I'm going to subtract 300 there. PureFlix, I'm giving that $11. $7 to registration. Okay, I'm going to subtract because they have been here several times to do this pest spray business. $224. Oil change. I had car work done. Okay. Household repairs. Okay, I had some work done too. What did I do? Household repairs. Household repairs. Okay, I got it. Let's see. Oh, get your calculations on, Shakima. Okay, I paid for the P.O. box the last time. How much was that ding dang P.O. box? I paid for it. Let's see. View all your transactions. Okay. That was $84. Okay. Subtract. What I got now? Nope. Hmm. 54. Oh, that's right. Okay. Hey, cut it out, both of you two. Okay. Nope. Stop it, Mama. Leave that little dog alone. Okay. All right. Now that should be the true representation in the end column of how much money we have now in each of those accounts, because I had to subtract money. So every 3 months, my pest spray gets done, but I hadn't taken any pest sprays out. So he's already come 3 times. So everything that was in there is out, except when he comes for the next 3-month cycle, which will be in December or January. So I just hadn't taken it out. And then all my PureFlix, because I don't have to pay for that until May, that's running right along, right? Oil change. I got an oil change, but I had to get some additional car work done. So I had to subtract that out. I just don't do a good job of going back in and subtracting out, which is why you have to stay diligent on your budget, because if you don't, you're going to end up in a problem where you're trying to figure out what I did or didn't pay. Okay, so that's all done. Now you've seen that. Whew, okay, let me see. If you send me an email, I will send you a link. But if you look at any of my videos, you should see there's a URL in under the videos that has the budget sheet there. But if you send me an email at one mom, 2 girls, 2 boys, 8 in all, I'll make sure you can grab a copy of it. Again, it's not my sheet. I just found it on Google and I've been using it for several years. All right. Amazon will do it to you, honey. I don't use Mint Mobile on my phone, but I do my Brenda Ann. Somehow the dogs got left in here with me. I don't know how that worked out. But I do my I just use my banking app, whichever bank I'm using at the time, because I have a bank that's separate for my business. I have a bank that's separate for sinking funds, and I have a bank that's separate for my regular paycheck. And that just works better in my brain. Now, would I like to have it all in one place? I would. But my bank that I do for my regular pay, they make you pay $25 to open each account. You get that money back if you close the account, but I don't want to be doing 20. I have 27 accounts. That would be $25 times 27 accounts. I mean, really, it's a lot. So I'm not trying to do all of that. Where you do the Capital One 360, they do not charge you to open an account there. And then I think my business bank didn't charge me either. So it just helps me to be able to keep those funds separated. Some people keep one big pot of sinking funds. I can't, my brain does not think like that. I think in individual categories. And so in order for it to work for me, that's what's worked for me. and I have to keep 3 separate budget sheets. It doesn't matter. It's all good. It works out in my brain. Do what works for you, right? It's okay to come over and watch me budget, but if what I do doesn't work for you, do what works for you. The only thing that you cannot do is not budget, right? You've got to budget. We have to, especially if you are in debt. If you're not in debt and you're not worried about your funds and counting your coins, you great. Do whatever you do. But if you're one of those individuals like I used to be, who every time, here's how free I am in my finances. Even when that came, I know that was an attack from the enemy. That wasn't the Lord. That was an attack from the enemy to say, okay, Shakim, I'm going to see if you really mean that you trust God, because that provided a lot of income for our family, a lot of income. And that was an attack from the enemy. So here's the thing. Would you please take them with you? Thank you. Go with Jackson. Very good. Now I lost my train of thought. Can't even think about what I was thinking. If you're one of those people who was like me, and every day I was checking my account to see if I got if something came in, because I owed I owed credit cards, and I owed this and I owed that, and student loans. And it's like, Lord, I just got to make sure that we don't sink, we don't go under. I don't think about that now. I'm thinking on the other side of things. God, is things going up? Do we have enough in here to cover if an emergency happens? Do I have enough? Does Alana have enough in her account to take care of her insurance in 6 months for 6 months and her tires? Did Dad and I do what we needed to do? You know what I'm saying? So Lord, help me to make sure I have enough. So now I'm seeing, even though in my one account, I'm seeing money go in and out, at least the money is there, right? When I need to pay my insurance for 6 months, all I got to do is go to the bank, put it into the checking account and swipe my card, because I'm paying it ahead. So when you get to a place of financial freedom where you're able to pay it ahead, so when the bill comes due, you have the money, that's a good place to get to. So some of us just need to aspire to that part. I know some of us need to aspire to just writing down the budget, right? That would be thing number one, write the budget down. Get the budget written down. Shakima, right? So I'm not talking at you. I had moments or months where I didn't write my budget down, and it always derailed the process. I'm not into derailing the process anymore. I'm not going to derail my process. Even if I don't stick to the budget, I'm writing it down. That's how I started. And then when I started doing keto and got my mind together, because I didn't even know I was in a fog, but when I got my mind clear, God was like, okay, stop playing with this debt. Just go ahead and pay it. And so I just started chunking whatever I would get to the debt. Now, whatever I get moving forward after I sink my funds, because I've got to do that for the next couple months. Because I was thinking, well, Shakima, just don't sink your funds. But I've got to pay my insurance, right? I have to pay my car insurance. I'm sinking the funds some type of way. So once I get those, and I'm going to try to do it ahead of time so that it's already done. So once I get that done, everything else is chunked to the baby step number 3. Chunk. I got to get that $9,000 to $18,000 done. That has to happen. So for those of you who have been following, this is the last thing I want to say, because I got to go probably eat or do something. My kids are in the kitchen. I don't know what they're doing. I got to transfer my monies over. It's too much. Okay. For the for the year of 24, my children and I are doing a challenge. I'm doing the $50 challenge. This is my Conversation envelope. I'm doing the $50 challenge. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this digitally. I'm going to save 60 $50 bills. And that's going to give me $3,000. And I'm also doing the $100 challenge. I'm going to save 60 $100 bills, or $100. I'm going to do it in my bank. And I'm going to check off those numbers. 60 of those, that's going to give me 6,000. So this 3,000 plus the 6,000 is going to give me $9,000. And that's strictly going into baby step number 3. Now, I am putting it in a different account than what I actually have listed as baby step number 3. That's an emergency fund. And sometimes I need to use funds out of there, in and out. So I'm actually going to start putting in additional monies in a separate account, just so I know, do not touch this account. Don't. It's just like my tax fund, my tax money, right? I keep a tax because I have to pay for my YouTube and Facebook and all that. I have to pay for those taxes. They don't take taxes out on me. So I have to put money in there to take. So when I'm ready to pay my taxes, I just put that money over. It can be so easy to say, okay, Shakima, you got this money right here, and it's a nice amount. You can go spend something, but those taxes are coming, right? When my accountant did my taxes last year, I owed some money. She said, Shakima, you owe this much. I was able to go right to the Department of Revenue, pull out my credit card, my debit card that goes with that bank, pay them taxes, and I was done. Whatever was left in there, because I had paid my taxes for the year, whatever was left in that account, then I could move and shake, do a few things. But I only do that after. And what I'm going to do this time is whatever is left in that account, I'm going to dump that into my baby step number 3. So I'm going to get there quick. My April supplement, that's going into baby step number 3. It's not going to stop me from doing my 60 circles, but anything that I get over and above is chunked into baby step number 3. Anything I get that's ministry goes into my ministry account, which is totally separate than any of that other stuff, right? I just use that for ministry. So anywho, there it is. We did all the things. We said all the things. I am still working on that one-time budgeting session. If anybody's interested, that will be a paid session. I'll have information floating through all of my platforms. You will have to register through my website, and we will do a build your budget. Let's sit down and talk down and dirty all the things, and I will help you from the bottom up start to build your budget. Now, I can't budget for you. You have to just set your mind to it. When you want to do different things, you do different things. I want my children to see what blessed looks like, or I want my children not to see the struggle, right? Think about this, y'all. Remember, I did that chit chat the other night. Your children who are with you, your husband, your wife, if there are men watching, whatever, the people in your closest circle see what you look like when you're in struggle. They see what you look like when you can't make the bills. They see what you look like when you're working 2 and 3 and 4 jobs just trying to stay afloat. I've been there. I've cleaned toilets, and I have a degree. Don't act like I haven't been there, because I have. My son wanted to take drumming lessons, and I needed to get that $30 so I would clean the toilets at the library. I've done it. But at this point of the game, this stage, I don't have to necessarily go do something else like that, because I am able to now make better decisions of where my money needs to go. Some of us Grubhub and Uber Eat like we got stock in the company. You do not have stock there. Stop doing it. Cook your meals for a season. My son wants to play travel soccer. I will not go not one more space. Not one. I'm not using my gas money, and I'm not going to put some money in somebody else's pocket to just do travel soccer just because you want to do it. I'm not. That's not where my priority is. My priority is to make sure we have that 3 to 6 months, because my kids should not see me struggle. When I was struggling, I wasn't happy. I just was irritated all the time. That's not my personality anymore. It really is not. God has done a work in me on the inside, but he's also done a work on the inside, right? Okay. I love y'all. I'm always interested in your progress. So send me emails with your little stories and how God is showing up for you in your life, because he really wants to. It is his desire that his children be blessed. And we can't be that if we are always the slave to the lender. I'm going to be the lender. And you can be too. All right. I love you guys. Got to go eat. Got to transfer these funds. Got to do all the things. Stay blessed. Be kind to people. Do something that's nice. Do the unexpected for people who don't expect it. And watch God do something for you. I love you all. Thank you so much for supporting what we do over here. Keep us in prayer, because this next 3 months was sent to challenge us, but we will not bow to the challenge. Jesus is still on the throne. He still reigns, and I ain't never been hungry a day in my life. So I ain't gonna start begging for bread right now, in Jesus' name. Love you guys. Y'all have the best night.